Hello everyone, I am Batuhan Çöloğlu. Today I am going to compare my player motivation result from the Quantic Foundry test with two games I play, The Last of Us Part 2 and Frostpunk. First of all, I was defined as a gladiator in the Quantic Foundry test. This means I identify more a hardcore gamer and look for a skill-based experience in the games I play. The test evaluates motivation under six categories. Among these, emotion, mastery, and achievement stand out. However, my creative score is low, while action and social are more balanced. I scored 58% in the action component, which means I enjoy a mix of quiet moments and explosive action. In The Last of Us, I prefer stealth at first. However, if I get caught, I get frustrated and start using everything in my arsenal. Most of the time, I actually find great pleasure in the resulting destruction. Sometimes, I love using the explosive and destructive items the game offers, just spice things up. It makes the experience much more exciting for me. My immersion score is 80%, which reflects my personality perfectly. I am genuinely fascinated by sci-fi worlds and alternative universes. In The Last of Us, the spreading virus and the struggle to survive in that world provide a great experience and are incredibly intriguing to me. With an 87% in the achievement component, it is clear that I want to find everything in a game and grow stronger. Actually, I am usually quite good at completing games 100%. However, in The Last of Us, I didn't go for all the trophies or achievement. Instead, I put a lot of effort into upgrading my characters to their strongest versions using the items I scavenged from the environment. Additionally, my story score is 92%. I truly love diving deep into the stories and characters of games. I often find myself thinking and feeling just like them. I can clearly say that I formed a strong bond with characters like Ellie and Joel in The Last of Us. The game's narrative affected me deeply on an emotional level. In Frostpunk, a game by 11-bit studios, you focus on creating strategies, managing resources, and passing laws to maintain heat and save humanity in a world covered by ice. This game progresses at a slower pace and requires a lot of thinking. My master score is 85% and my strategy score is particularly high. In Frostpunk, I love making critical strategic decisions like building the city, managing resources efficiently, and assigning the right number of workers and engineers to save humanity. I am a huge fan of city builder games like this. Building complexities and thinking deeply is what I love most about playing Frostpunk. My creativity score come out as 32%, but I don't think this truly reflects me, especially because I scored very low in the design subcategory. On the contrary, in a game like Frostpunk, the design and layout of my city are extremely important to me. I care deeply about placing houses, resource depots, and other structures in a neat and orderly fashion. That's why I spend a significant amount of my time focusing on the design aspect. According to my social components, I am inclined to both communication with other players and playing solo games where I can improve myself. In fact, I prefer games where I can progress at my own pace and develop myself without competing with others. However, after spending a long time in games like Frostpunk, I sometimes get bored and feel the need to interact and play with other people. So we can say a bit true. In conclusion, this test result really surprised me. I can say that it predicts my player profile with about 90% accuracy, although some parts don't fully align with me. For the most part it reflects who I am as a gamer quite well. And thank you for watching.